Good morning. We're currently long looking for this push off this bull flag break. Let's go. Let's go. Still in with two mics here. Punisher in the house on Wall Street. Tris, good morning. Good morning. Man, I guess we were wrong about the shorts last night, huh? Wrong about the shorts. Sometimes you just gotta tuck your tail and walk away. Tuck your tail and walk away. I'm going to go ahead and go stop to break even here. Just protect ourselves. Protect ourselves a little bit. I actually could just take one. Yeah, let's just go ahead and take that one off. Why not? We'll just look for this little base hit type deal here. How much are 150K resets from Apex? So I would, I don't know. I think their Knowledge Hub, I think the resets at Apex, aren't they 40? Is it $45? Let me look. I think it's $45. Let me see here. It's either 50 or $40. I can't remember. I think it's 40. So, I do think it's 40. Let me check. See if I can get the actual information for you, though, just so I'm not telling you a story. All right, here, hold on. I'll find out for you. Is it $60 resets? It might be. It might be 60. Let me check it. Hold on, I'm almost there. Oh, $35. $35 resets. It's actually not bad. $35 resets there. $35. Yep. Tony, good morning. Tech T, good morning. Predator in the house. What up? Let's see here. Let me get my other stuff pulled up here. I am long here, guys. Look for that run through that buy side up there. I did get in late, so I'm already stopped to break even. Nice long, though, after midnight. I mean, if you're someone who's awake, then we did finally get above the PM high. I mean, really, that's what I should be waiting for, above the PM high, PM low, and then see what happens. I personally just didn't, I don't know. So it really shouldn't have been one of those things um, where we would have not taken a trade until get above or below that. What up, Robert? Tucson Kid. What I mean by that, let's just look at yesterday's PM high. So you can see I talked about being bearish until we kind of got above PM high, and I would change my bias. So you can see we pushed above, retest, blast straight up to the 95, chopped around, held the 95, and then continue to move up. The PM high, the PM low of the previous session are pretty strong levels in the evenings. They work really well for overnight and that sort of thing. So we're kind of running through all this stuff already. Running through it. We'll get everything set up here. What up, Coper? Very strong bullish. Yeah, I mean, who knows, right? It looks like it's bullish. We're definitely going up at this point. I haven't done my analysis, so I haven't looked. I don't really know, because I haven't looked at the hourly or anything. Obviously, we're going for this buy side over here. Just trying to get everything pulled up. And then we'll take a quick look. Good morning, Rob. All right, let's go here. Actually, let me take some of these unwanted lines off here. We don't need some of this stuff down here anymore. Can take that PM high off there. Leave the open and close on. 520 level. Yeah, we didn't run that, so we'll leave that on. But we don't really need the PM high here. All right, now let's go to the 4 hour. Take a peek. Let's just take a gander. Let's take a gander. Okay, so 4 hour closed above, as you can see there. Definitely have buy side here. Looks like we're probably going to go back up into the 26,000s based on what the 4 hour looks like. Are we really up that many points overnight? It's like almost a 300 point. Is it 200 plus points? Dang, that does not look good for the today's session, though. Might be choppy. All those wicks up there at the 26. I mean, that's definitely where we're going. See the wicks here on the hourly. And then we got these levels up here into a big hourly order block as well. It's already kind of been tested. What up, Turin? Rob in the house. Okay, Lost Pity, appreciate you. Might go back to the daily open 597. Man, that's a big move back down. I don't know. That is a big move back down. I'm thinking, if anything, maybe we rebalance this gap here. I don't really think that we're going to... I mean, if we close below this hourly, if we start knifing through it, then, you know, we can kind of change the thought process. But for now, it looks very bullish. So maybe, you know, if we failed to run this buy side before open, maybe we do that. But kind of looks like that buy side is, yeah, it's screaming its name up there. So let's go ahead and mark out our Asia, well, London low and such. Where is that? So London low here. London low. Yeah, Tyron, I did respond back to you. I responded back to you there. I mean, obviously London high has already been ran. I think I got stopped out there. Oh. The only thing I don't love is that buy side being so close to the top side of that range. It's only 5 points. Probably going to run that before open. The range will be set soon here. Good morning, Biblical. Can't talk today. We got 15 minutes till open. Buenos dias. What about Sife? So let's measure this range. So it's a 30-point range, so we can go with 15 points stop. Maybe do this a little differently today. I think we'll go with 5 micros. May not even be able to take it over here. All right, let me get this over here fixed up. So it's a 15-point stop, so I can go 5 micros. None. Let's add 1. You don't add any. Okay. And then we go custom. Profit trigger will be 40. I don't know if I'm going to do the trail stop thing today on that runner. I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to do the trail stop. Save as template. Long and short. Okay. School's out. Is it Clarity? Timbo, good morning. You're snowed in? Holy cow. It's cold here. They're actually calling for snow here this weekend, too, in Georgia. All right, guys. I'm going to take this long here pre-market. Just going to go... what do we do? We go 2. We'll go 2. Something like that. There's 21 EMA set up here. I don't love these setups before open, but hey. If it triggers us in, we take it. What up, one stop? Yeah, Clarity. We're supposed to get some snow this weekend. Today it's the wind chill today is 10 degrees. It's a little chilly. Where did my stop go? Why does it only show 1 stop here? Am I missing something? This is a 2-minute setup, long. Neo in the house. You get snow warnings. We're above freezing for 5 days here in Alberta. Yeah. Yeah, biblical. So I'm looking for, in this scenario, you look for the pullback into the 21. And then if he gets back above the previous candle, then that's your long spot. First target should be the high. And then second target would kind of be like anything above that. Would be kind of an obvious level above. It's going to take 10 points on the first. I'd really rather it not run that 926 level before market opens, but hey, beggars can't be choosers, right? Beggars can't be choosers. Or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to break even now. Could, Dylan. I mean, we could, but we inverse the 4-hour. We inverse the hourly. This is the 4-hour and the hourly buy side. We are trading into a huge order block on the larger time frames, which it has already been tested once. You can see got an order block here. It's actually not there. That's not the cleanest. It's on the hours better. The hourly. Yeah, the hourly here. So like we are trading into that level, and it has kind of already been tested once. Do we get a double top up here and kind of push back down? I don't know. That's the question. That be the question. I don't really know. I don't know. What up, Rue? Oh, let me go ahead and set this up. 921. Tony in the house. Where's the bottom of this? 890.75. I got my level set up. Good morning, Alexi. All right, we are long here. Man, are we just that bullish that we're just going to go straight up at open? I really don't know, man. This is a tricky spot. Thank you, Biblical. Hit the likes on your way in, guys. Tricky spot. All right. There we go. Nice little winner right there. 20 points pre-market. You know, pretty simple idea. Push back into the 9. Get back above the previous candle's high, which happened to be above the, or pull back into the 21, get back above the 9 and the previous candle's high. You can see how many times that setup played out this morning. Just look at it. Once, twice, 3 times. So each one of these, exact same setup, all 3 paid. In fact, if you took the first one, your stop would have just been here. This is obviously buy side. You just would have been riding it up to buy side. Oh, man. See what Mancini has to say this morning. Looks like 69.69 fails. We simply retrace down to yesterday's levels. We've been paid already, so little to do here but to hold a runner. 69.81, 69, 7,002, 7,012, 7,017. There you go. Nice job, Clarity. Let's go. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what to expect now because, I mean, like your next level is all the way up at 26K. Could we just run straight to that? Yeah, we could. We could. So breaking out. $25 candle coming up here right now. Get that little 25 reaction. Your computer's slow? Yeah. Computers are expensive, though. I still got time. There's no point. Okay, so I have to OCO every one before we put the order on. So this would be sell, stop, boom. And then we go to the short. Buy, stop, boom. Okay. All right, guys, we're coming into open here in just a few minutes. I'm going to be taking the opening range on about 5 funded accounts. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that's true too, Jamie. I mean, you could trade on a cheaper computer for sure. I mean, like I think I paid my travel setups. I paid $598 for laptop. I paid $598. So starting off the day after that trade, there up 150 on this account. One and done. Let's go. I think this might be a tricky opening trade, guys. Maybe I should only take it on an eval, but you know what? Let's be safe. Do we only take it on the eval? Or do we just believe in the trade? Let's just believe in the trade. Why not? Even if it's a little tricky. I mean, at the end of the day, if it loses, we're down $150. This is how I have to do it on the funded accounts. I think I set the OCO up correctly. I'm not sure. We'll see. Good morning, Mad Moxie. Leeway, I don't know. I mean, I think that we're long. I mean, obviously long bias at this point, but I don't know. We could change our mind. Who knows? So what we'll be looking for is effectively, if we're opening up above the range, then we're going to be looking for a push back into the range and then a breakout. Now, I don't know what side it's going to break out. I would lean kind of a retest and a break back out the top side, but it could just break out the bottom side and dumpage. I mean, I don't know. So the break out the bottom side will be losing an 890 level, which is interesting. So be very interesting. What I can do is go ahead and get my bottom side order in, because obviously the top side's we can get the bottom side in. All right. We got about a minute here until open, so we can go ahead and get this bottom side level in here. So we got the bottom side level in, and then we'll just be hovering on the top side level. So what I want to do is push this up here, drop it somewhere up there, and then I can grab it and be ready down here. Let's go, Neo. Are you long? So grab it down here, and then so basically it just needs to come below the 21. So if it opens up, it dips back into this range, then I'll drop this. What up, Tom? This is where it kind of gets tricky. It's got to come back into the range. It did not. All right, tagged in. Strangely enough there, though, did you guys see that? I got tagged in, and it had me in at like an oddly, like it didn't break back out of it. That was weird. That was kind of weird. All right, lost on that, down 150 on those accounts. I had a feeling, right? I had that feeling that it wasn't going to be a great day to take it, but I don't know. It just was weird where it had me. And so I'm going to look at the executions in a minute and see where it had me filled at, because that was strange. Very strange. I want to see where that thing filled me at a minute ago. Not true. It's not doing that well, but let me see where it filled me that. Executions. All right, very choppy. Let me see where it filled me at here. So I got filled. Yeah, it filled me at 917.75. So that's weird. And I had my order sitting at 21.25. So how did it fill me 4 points lower? I mean, it would have been a loss either way, but it's just kind of funny. Hey, you should have listened to your gut. Yeah. Listen, you got to take them, right? You got to take them. Dump the scam. All right, let's clean this up. I don't want to see all these. I don't want to see all those executions on there. All right, back to normal. See here. Really choppy here. Not really any news to speak of this morning. I guess we have one FOMC member speaking. Yeah, my shoulders. I mean, it still hurts, Philcos, but I'm not wearing the brace anymore because, you know, I'm just not. Good morning, Tim. All right. Let's see here. Down to the 90. Marcy, 1 micro short. My knee's fine, yeah. Okay, it looked like we might be dumping here down. Tom Sabo style. Losing the 50 EMA, losing the 21 EMA on the 5 minute there for now, anyway. Retest of the level here now, midpoint. TPing out of your short. Let's go. Let's see, 196, 199. All right, I'm just waiting, Marcy. We're waiting. I mean, I do like the short here. I do think it can run pretty quickly through these levels. I should have taken that on the retest, and I didn't. But we kind of ran buy side there, so, you know. The one micro is micro, and let's go. Come on. He is holding up there at the 7,002. Good morning, Stock Queen. Good morning. Can we get a bounce off the 50 here? I don't think so. Hold on, let me look at one thing. I'm forgetting about something. I'm forgetting about something here, guys. Push back up, retest the 90 here, potential. See if we can push back up to the 90. Yeah, that was a pretty fast push right back up to the 90. Holy cow. It just ripped right through there like nobody's business. You're short 945. Nice. Look at the thing push right back up there. Can short maybe 882 here. Oh, yeah. I was like, what's going on there? Could short here. Could have shorted here like 82. I don't know. I was thinking about it. Kind of missed it. Let's see if this thing pushes, makes a new low down here, test the 53. Kind of just chopping back and forth, but it retesting the range here again. EQ did us dirty running up before open and then slam shut. Yeah. Well, the thing is, we did run that buy side, so like it was a little bit scary to. I mean, but like after a 300 plus point move overnight, you kind of expect some choppiness here at open. Yeah, it stopped, Maddie. Think we should. I mean, I don't know. It's tough. It's a tricky situation here. We're holding below the 15-minute gap there, so we'll see what happens. But dollar's blasting higher. Maybe that's going. Maybe that means we're going lower, but I don't know. Back to the 21 EMA here, the 900 level as well. She trying to go, I guess. Seemed like an aggressive move there. Trump tweet. I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, I'm trying to be patient here, guys. I'm just watching it, but like it's just kind of, she's chopping back and forth. Chopping back and forth. Not really picking a direction yet. Ran the buy side there. Ran that buy side. No, that's not all-time high, John. We're about 600 points below or something like that. It's like 26. Is it 26.6 or 26.4? So I'm going to take a short here, guys. We have a big SMT with the ES right now. If we push back up, I will add more. We'll see here. Could be a little early, maybe early to it, but I'm going to give it a shot. Can't do shit with these rapid accounts. Yeah. It's tough. Let's go, Mo. Nice job. Good morning, Phoenix. Kind of still holding that 21 EMA on the 5-minute there, so could still just bounce. Dun, 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 dun. What we doing, market? What we doing? Trader Oracle, Black Phoenix, what up? Shitty PA. Taking 3 to 5 points. Dang. Let's go. Neo TP in half. If we lose the 90 here, we should go, right? Up 3K, let's go. 2 line bounces. I see that. If we lose 90, we probably go quickly here. That's what I was thinking. See if we can break that swing and really dump here. Trying my best, Oracle. Big SMT at the high. ES is approaching that support level. If ES can break that support level here, we really get a nice flush. There we go. Out of that. I'm short over here. Same thing. A little bit of a worse entry, but stop at break even. No target. Just trying to see how low we can go. Maybe 800. Hey, Oracle, $2. Let's go. You the man. Thank you, Oracle. Let's hit the likes, people. Timber. Timber. I'm already out of the 4, guys. I took this with 5 micros. Just trying to see if we can get the run at the 800. If we can't, we can't. Let's go, Neo. Want to see ES retest that 88 level down there, about 7, 8 more points down. Probably takes us into that 800 potential level. Down below 40, I'm going to try my stop down to 50, I think. If we break 40 here. Toyota Classic overnight short squeeze, nothing more. Tomorrow's expiration. Yeah, it could be Mark. Dun, 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 dun. Stopped out. That's all right. Stopped out. 69.50-ish, yeah. Retest up there of the opening range and that 90. Back to that 900 level here. All right, she's pushing up now. We got a 1 minute inversion back to the upside here. Looks all right. It looks okay. I mean, it's kind of an FU trade, but seems like we might get a push back into the 925 here. Back down to the whole number here. All right, well, let's see what happens. Got top of the hour coming up here in about 3 minutes. Now you created a swing there on the 1 minute, so your break even stop would be now back up there at 918. Trend channel forming to the downside, yeah, kind of. Could potentially try along here. Could. Nah, it's not holding. Yeah, room. I'm still thinking shorts too. I was just thinking like maybe a quick scalp, but you take these targets off here, so. I mean, my stop has to be up there though. You just need to wait for a 100-point trade after this chop. Yeah, exactly, clarity. Longer tree about 820. Yeah, probably. Oh, you're keeping it at 1 micro. Makes sense. We still have the SMT at the high. ES back to the 98 here. It needs to get through this zone, really make a new low. Can get a 10-point move lower here down into the 88s, potentially, if we get through that 98. I guess we have the VWAP at 93 on the ES as well. This might be a scenario like yesterday where we really need to just buckle down and hold the trade. We'll see. Funny thing is, I mean, it's kind of what I'm taking this off like the 2 minute here. You see the push back above the 21 there, the close back below, breach of the previous candle's low there. That's why I'm taking this. So it's just kind of a short setup. Really should have 2 micros here, so I could take one off at the low, but I guess if we get a little bit of a pushback up, I might do it. We'll add that there. I'll take one off at the low. That's how I should be playing it anyway. Yeah, I'm in 2 micros now, 2 rooms, so I can scale a little bit. But let's see what happens. Good morning, Futures Trader. Quick scalp, says Clarity. Yeah, it is just kind of chopping back and forth, but you're not wrong. I mean, just taking The 10-point bounces or the 10-point plays might be the way to go today. It's not really any. I guess you're right. Expecting expansion when it's not really expanding doesn't make too much sense, right? Maybe we should be going for 10 points. Whip it like Devo. I do think we make new lows here, though, so I'm going to hold this one to the low. And then, at least I think I will. Yeah, Coin Tower's messing up again. Morning, Alito. I don't know what's going on. It's just choppy back and forth. After a 300-point move overnight, it's kind of expected, I guess. Yeah, exactly. So who knows? Just choppy for now. Just got a new 5-minute candle coming up here in about a minute. Let's kind of see what happens when that candle opens up. Seems like it wants VWAP, yeah. For sure, Alito. I think it eventually goes. Just when, how, where, you know, who knows? I don't know. ES is only 2 points away from what? The VWAP? I got my VWAP on the ES at 93 for some reason. Could be wrong, could be right. I don't know. Went to 94 before. Did it? Yeah. You're right. I mean, it's given 10 points on these plays, left and right. I guess maybe that's what we should just be taking. Do you have a 30 plus ATR on the 2-minute here? Just holding up here. It's not wanting to go. Needs to make a new low. I'm going to take that one up here. She's a teasing. There we go. Make a new low here. I'll move my stop to break even, I think. I'll probably get stopped out. Just drank some methylene blue. Your tongue is blue now? Let's go. I don't know what that is. Alright, there we go, guys. Come on, man. Just gonna bounce. Oh, it's good for health. I've been stuck at the 270 pounds, guys. I cannot break into the 260s to save my life. I've been right at 270 pounds for 4 straight days. I've been eating perfect on the calories. Perfecto. Perfecto on the calories. $6'2". Gonna try to lose down. I want to get down to. I really want to get down to 250 by March. That's my goal. So before I head out to Vegas. This is one of those days where I talked about it yesterday too early on. You can't really move your stop to break even. You have to almost just trust the trade and leave your stop where it needs to be. Stop really needs to be up here at 906. Let me do that. Hey, look, I just tossed it and it worked. It went right to where I wanted it. So let's see. Lower low, lower low, lower low. We do have a higher high here, but there's also an SMT up there with that as well. So there's an SMT with the ES at the low here, though, too. ES did not break the low, so I might just kill this if it breaks back above the EMAs here. We'll see. Climbs back up 40 points exactly. Exactly. What up, George? George, I meant to ask you, are you related to Roseanne? Dan and Roseanne? Bet you never heard that one before. Are you related to Dan and Roseanne Connors? Oh. He must be, Philcos. He must be. One single Roseanne in your family? Let's go. That's not too shocking. There are 7 Georges. They love the George. That's kind of like my family. Everybody, a lot of Sallys. My mom's name's Sally. I have a few cousins named Sally. OBS disconnected, then reconnected. All right. I have one here for a scalp. Going for the 10 points here. Are kind of generating some trend line liquidity here. It could just blast right through there eventually. At some point. You're testing methylene blue for the first time in a larger amount. A friend's recommendation. My body feels very light and pleasant. Nice. Sounds like a gas. Methylene? Or something that Walter White used in Breaking Bad. Methylene? Isn't that what they were looking for? In Breaking Bad? Not sure. Walter White. All legal. Yeah, that's what Walter White said too. Rob, this is nasty. And that's the thing, is like, I'm trying to hold these shorts, knowing that at any moment this thing could just blast off. I mean, it really could. So I think I'm going to kill it if we kind of get back to that. Yeah, about to right there. That's my line in the sand. Although we are kind of at a trend line here. Rejecting the trend line again there. All right. I'm going to take one of those off. And I'm going to move this stop in on this next push lower. We get kind of back into the 60 area. I think I'm going to move the stop in to break even and just see what happens, because it's too wiki here. It's all over the place. Yeah, clarity, exactly. TP'd early. It used to be blue at our fish hatchery to die fish eggs for a study. Gives power to basic level. Oh, interesting. I'm taking this off here, guys. I'm just going to take my money and run. Like Wolf of Wall Street. They want to take their money and get the fuck out. You don't let them do that. You come up with another idea. Another stock. All right, I'm out. Listen, it's fine, right? It's okay. This is the problem that I have with this price action. I mean, look at this. Look at this trend line that we're making here. You know, touch, touch, touch. A couple more touches. Eventually, this thing's going to blast right back up, in my opinion. Because it's kind of making a refusal to go down at this point. Kind of a little bit of a refusal to go down. But maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're wrong. You're still short one micro. Good luck. I just keep feeling like the more that it hangs out at the top of this little range here that we have channel, the more it hangs out. We got way more touches up here, just kind of generating liquidity. Just feel like eventually it's going to blast through there. Look, guys, look at this price action, though. Let's look at the 1 minute. How many gaps do we see in the 1 minute? We have one here, one gap here. Not a single other gap since open, right? Not a single other gap. There's not even a gap in the 2 minute. That's kind of your sign. I mean, there's a teeny one there, but like, that's your sign that price action is not very good. And what you should wait for wait for some expansion in one direction or the other. Wait for it to leave a gap so you can kind of use that for bias. You either use the gap as support to take a long, or you take an inversion back to the other side, whatever the case may be. Being patient here and waiting is probably for the best. I know the 5-minute looks like it's building out a little bit of a bear flag here, but man, those wicks on the bottom of that candle, those candles, is nasty. Let's take a look at silver. Oh, silver never hit that second target last night, did it? Never hit it. Silver's also kind of in a little bit of a wedge here. What do the gold do? You could have watched Netflix? Yeah. Exactly, Neo. This is just such a tough spot. Like, it really could go either way. Now, it is rejecting the 21 EMA here on the 5-minute. We're also right there on the 2-minute as well. Ugh. It is kind of working its way out of the range. And I don't know. Let's see if it just gives a little pop back into it. And that's the thing, like, it's so difficult here because, like, this thing could just, it could just rip. This price action is just bad. I was in there trying to, sitting there trying to box with it there for a little bit, but and I mean, I could try one more. I could. You could short here. Top of the range, 30-point stop. Long at 93 on silver. That's right at the trend line there, huh? Oh, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get this on there in time. I might try it. At least with this trade, I can, I have a fixed stop on it. This will be my last kind of shot at the short here. Dun, 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 dun. Alito, this is tough. This is tough. It's tough price action. Really, best to just sit on your hands, stay out. We kind of had a feeling this morning with the overnight move, right? So, yeah, ES holding 7,000 for sure. I mean, if we get stopped, we get stopped. You're long from 80. Let's go. Trading in the idiot box, yeah, for sure. Tech T, for sure. Good news is on the eval. Maxie, what are we doing over there? You had nightmares because you lost a funded account doing silly mistakes yesterday? Yeah. What is an idiot box? Ubin, it's where we just range back and forth. You're an idiot to trade it, and you see what I'm doing. I am an idiot. I'm the idiot. We're kind of short the bottom of the idiot box-ish. That sucks, Tris. Yeah, it's a bad day. It's a tough day to trade so far this morning. Exactly, Jamie. That's a great job. It's a great job. Being patient on mornings like this is very, very key. So, and I've not been patient. I'm going to be honest with you. Christy, you lost 2 accounts trying to figure out this consistency rule. Yeah. What are you? What prop are you on for the consistency? Yeah, exactly, Philcos. Rude. Just very rude. All right, we're out of that one. ES pushing back up here as well. That's a pretty strong candle there. Pretty strong candle there. Now some expansion. Trade of 8 with the Lucid Flex. Told you guys this thing was kind of generating liquidity to the upside. That's the reason why I killed the short the first time, but, you know. It insists it has a negative percentage, but says I have 170 left. So Christy, all you do is take your largest day. So like, what's the percent? What is it? Is it 30% is the consistency? So if it's 30%, let's just say your largest day was 250. Then you divide your largest day by 0.30. And that tells you that you need 833 to get to payout to stay below the 30% consistency rule. If your biggest day was 1,000, and let's say the consistency rule is 30%, divided by 0.3, you need to make $3,333, obviously minus the 1,000, in order to stay below the consistency rule. So, I don't think we do, Alito. Yeah. But if the consistency is 40, then you just make it 0.4. Look at that thing, guys. Look at that fake out. That is crazy, guys. That is insane. That is insane right there. $82 is your biggest. You should be completely fine. If your biggest day is that small, you don't have nothing to worry about when it comes to consistency. Just keep trading. That is crazy, Lido, right? I do kind of think we're going up here. I'm going to be honest. But I kept shorting because like we have the SMT at the high, but I don't think I don't think it holds. This day looks so nasty. It does, Weeks. It's tough. I mean, walk away. You need some Groove Armada, Hands of Time. I mean, I don't know, man. This is crazy. It's tough to know what this thing's going to do. You can't trade staircase days? Yeah, I don't like this kind of price action. It traps me. Uh, yeah, I don't know if we're closed Monday or not. I don't know. I got to find out. I might long down here. As soon as I do, though, you know what will happen. I might long down in this level right here. I'm going to look for 10 points here. You got to be kidding me. It's just been whipping back into the range, so I'm going to play off that and see if it does that. It's just been whipping right back into the range. All right, I'm out of that. Invasion, what happened? I don't know. Did we have something? Philcos? I mean, this really is no longer a channel, to be honest. This is more of this. Now it goes. This thing is chopping, guys. Chop, 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 chop. Guess I should have held there. Darn it. How come nobody told me? Tough to watch here, guys. Like, what do you do? What up, TJB? Do I short up here? I don't know. By the time you recognize that it's staying in the range, it's going to just trap you and break out of the range. Requesting a payout tonight. Accidentally went in 3 minis thinking I was copy trading 3 accounts. End up making 905. Had to lose 125. Let's go, TJP. Nice job. Yeah, you don't have to trade exactly, DA. Morning Star. You like trending days for a reason? Exactly. What up, Eric? 30-minute inside buy and morning star. 30 minutes. I don't even watch the 30-minute time frame. Maybe I should. Do we stab short here? I don't know. Oh, starting to get a little twitchiness here. Very, 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 very chop. Very chop. A lot of wicks on the bottom of these candles down here. The candles on the pushes up are a little bit fuller, looks like. You do glance? Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I don't look at the 30-minute, but I look at the hourly and the 4-hour. 15-minute, 5-minute, hourly, 4-hour, 2-minute, 1-minute. I'm tempted along here. Looks like a bull flag on the 15 hourly bullish as well. Yeah, we'll see if it goes. I'm tempted along, but I'm not going to buy the breakout. Probably makes more sense to short, to be honest. Is the closest size to the 2 to the 5. Yeah, it makes sense. Time. Huh. ES pushing back up here. Hold on 1 second here. I'm watching. I'm going to short here, guys, in just a minute. I'm going to short here in a moment. I'm going to short. And I'm going to go that many. Stop's going to be at the high. Might take a little drawdown here. It's okay if I do. There we go. Computer's kind of free, or the mouse is freezing here. Still going to be looking for shorts here. Still going to kind of be looking for them a little bit. You can't even YOLO some evals? Yeah, Marcine, even that stuff. My mouse is not moving. Mouse fatigue. Might need a battery. It might need a battery. I don't know. I'll change it after the stream ends. A lot of booze helps. All right, guys, we have an SMT at the high. Again, bearish SMT with the ES. That's why I'm taking these shorts. If we get through this gap here, obviously I'm probably going to get stopped before it does. But if it could get through that gap there, that would be a kind of an A setup. Not an A plus because we're not delivering from anything, but we did sweep some liquidity. We do have an SMT. We're not delivering from any sort of a gap that I can see, unless there's one on the hourly or something. But yeah, if we could break down below this gap, it would be a decent probability that you would think that we'd run these wicks down here. But right now it's not doing it. And I mean, I really should have my stop at the high. But what I could do is if I get stopped out here, I could just wait for us to close below this, and then I could re-enter, but so this would kind of be your next take profit line in the sand there. Switching over to the 1 minute here so I can see. Got another little gap down here. Wait, what minute chart? I'm on the 2 minute, but this is the 1 minute. I just flipped over to this one to take a look. So mark some stuff out. Ugh. Ugh. This is a great target right here. It's a wick sitting inside a fair value gap. I could just take it there. Maybe I'll do that. I don't think today's a day to be greedy. I don't think today is a day to be greedy. All tickers are poo. Let's go. Low volume, nothing is manifesting really. Yeah. I mean, I think this area down here is going to be another. I mean, like this is the key area, right? If we can get kind of through this bottom of the initial balance, we can go. This is kind of the last line of defense before it kind of runs down into this level. Last line for the Bulls. Trading Star is nasty, isn't it? Some days I gotta walk away should be a song. Yeah. Maybe we'll try to implement that line into a song. And of course, the one time I just take the little base knock, of course it was 40 points. I mean, can't complain about 40 points. So down below here, we have this unmitigated hourly gap that I got marked out. Let's go, Jan. Nice job. CL might be the move. I'm like a little too gun shy to buy this level, but it could be a level that you can buy if you think we're just going to stay in the range here. I mean, I tried for that 800 level a lot and just didn't get it. We tried 3 or 4 times for it, just didn't get it. And of course, now it breaks it. Now, is it just going to wick here, or is it going to actually break it and go? Looks like it's going to break it and go here. Tap the hourly. See how it reacts in this hourly gap here. Do we live in a simulation? Maybe. We might. That could be a thing. Could be triggering stops, yep. Yeah, as the one time I just take the base knock. That trade made you green. Let's go, Triff. Another 15 points at 840 breakout. Nice. VWAP raid boss. Yeah, it did bounce off the VWAP. ES is there as well. Now, if you think kind of like if you're a support resistance trader, this could be a decent spot. Actually, you know what? Really could be a decent spot short. for a few cookies, as Room likes to say. For a few cookies. Booyah. Booyaka. That was fast. Hit the head and you missed the VWAP bounce. That's all right. John, you were just in time for the VWAP flush. You were just in time for the VWAP flush. Make sure I'm on the 2 minute. EMA's crossing over here. Really dangerous to trade from the Philippines. The amount of times I lost connection in this Rhythmic server is crazy. That's crazy. I was looking for something similar to that, Treff, on the SMT that we had here. Right? We had an SMT here with ES. And I took the short. I mean, if I open my executions, you can see how many times I took the short. And like, this is the thing that I kind of annoy myself with, right? Let's just look at it. I mean, how many times did we short? Not here. This is the opening range play. But so after this degeneracy here, look over here. Short, 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 short. This is after the SMT formed. I know my stop is supposed to go there. That's where my stop's supposed to go. So if I just hold the short and just average into it instead of exiting, maybe trying some longs. I don't even know if I tried longs. But this is the annoying thing about it is the SMT holds. Right? And then we create another SMT here with ES where Nasdaq does not make the high and ES does. So it flipped the script. And I just didn't hold it. Even though I saw it, I knew that's going to play out, and I just don't hold it. So, weeks, I don't have a giveaway lined up for today right now. Long at 900, pay 15 points. Short at 640, 15 points. Let's go. Sometimes, and that's what I kind of talked about, grabbing the edges of the idiot box. Yeah, that's why I mentioned it when I was in the short here. It's like, I moved my stop to break even, and I'm like, this is a day where you just have to trust your instincts. Just have to trust the trade, put the stop where it needs to be, and don't move it. But that's not necessarily how I trade, you know. Earlier candles had no volumes, but the one that broke were larger. Yeah, true. Unsubscribing. Marcin's gone. The giveaway last night was wild. I don't know if you guys saw that, but man, I had bots in my chat. Actually, bots in my chat talking. This is the first time I've ever seen that. Have you guys ever seen bots in the chat talking? They were dropping W's in the chat, asking me dumbass questions. I was like, I was like, what the hell? Eventually, I was like, what is going on? I noticed that my chat rate was at like a 14. And my chat rate normally stays at around a 3 or a 4. So like it was at like 24. And I was like, okay, something's going on here. Because I had like 75 people in there. So. Yeah, exactly, John. It's crazy, Trev, I'm telling you. It is crazy. All right. Nothing to do now except wait. Man, that chart looks crazy with all its executions on there. I'm going to take them back off. explain the use of SMT. In other words, you draw it out on the 2-minute chart, or it doesn't matter the time frame. Mr. Frank, this is the thing, Frank. So because I mark my levels out on higher time frame, right? This is buy side. This was marked out this morning. So you can see we ran the 4-hour buy side, the hourly and the 4-hour buy side. You also do have an order block up here on the hourly that we marked out this morning, right? So we already know this is going to be a difficult area to get through because of this order block. So then it doesn't even really matter what time frame you're on to me, as long as it's a level that's marked out. So you can see right there, actually it was like here, yeah, somewhere in here. ES failed to make a new high, but then it did eventually break the SMT, but then Nasdaq did not make a new high the second time. So we had an SMT here. Let me mark this. Let me take this off here. We had an SMT here where Nasdaq ran the high and ES did not. But then on this push up here, ES made a new high and Nasdaq did not. So then you created a second SMT that probably is a bit stronger, and it made Nasdaq the weaker pair at that point. So really, when you had an SMT with the ES over there, I should have been shorting the ES and not Nasdaq. But I don't typically look at that kind of thing. But you can use it at like hourly and 4-hour levels. But I'll still use it intraday because, I mean, it still works the same. Maybe it's stronger at the hourly and 4 hours. I don't know, John. I'm not sure. You don't really get paid any more for engagement. Yeah, Trev, I'm annoyed by it too. Those people on TikTok who are like, the people on TikTok who are like, oh, I'm living in the world 2050. I'm living in 2050. But if you just want to keep it simple, Frank, you can keep it simple as this. Take the same time frame, the same highs, and you can see, ES broke the high, Nasdaq did not. So some people will use it on the higher time frame, and it's fine. You can do it either way. It doesn't matter. It's the same idea. 97 bucks in profit. Let's go. Nice job, Philcos. Yeah, I closed down my Ninja Trader. I'm at $35 in profit on, like, I don't know, 8 or 9 accounts, and then minus 156 on 5, and I just put it away. As soon as I saw this, here's the thing. This is the thing, guys. If you notice, if the opening range fails, we have pretty shitty price action. You guys ever notice that? Because the opening range play that I use, if it works, the price action is usually pretty decent. When it fails, we chop a lot. And also, I mean, you can just look at the overnight move. I mean, we opened up, I mean, look at the range here. Overnight 416 points. That normal overnight range is what, 180, 190, something like that. I'm going to try. I'm not quite sure what this is. This looks a little, price action looks a little different. That candle does not look normal. It's like a 40-point candle. You're $300 from passing another Apex eval. Good luck, Clarity. Just gotta find 300 bucks. $7.95 is the 50% fid. I was kind of going to take a little stab short here, but I'm not quite sure I should now. Yep, I knew something was up. I knew it, guys. I could just see that twitchiness in that candle. You could see that. You could just see that. You could literally just see that. It stopped you out, Jim? Anybody else notice that candle wasn't normal? The twitchiness of that candle just was not normal. I don't know. That didn't look normal to me. That did not look normal. Yeah, Trev, but that's a weird 2-minute candle. I mean, like, that's an 82-point candle. I don't know. That doesn't seem normal. Maybe it is. I don't know. Did we actually? I don't. Let me look on the NQ and see if we actually tapped into this hourly. So I don't like charting on the M&Q. Sometimes you can't tell. Okay, so it didn't. Let's see if there's a 4-hour gap there, though. Because it could be. Nah, no 4-hour gap yet. I like this pullback. I'm kind of thinking of a pullback into the 800s. I might stab it. We might stab short here, guys. We might. I don't know. We might be brave and stab short. Do we try it? $4.50 on that drop. $14.50 need to be focused. Let's go. Yeah, exactly, Trev. All right, I'm short here. I want to see a push back down to the 850s at a minimum here. Got to re-mitigate that 4-hour gap that we just created, and you want to put a wick on the bottom of this 4-hour and hourly candle. So I'm expecting a pullback here. I'm expecting a pullback. We'll see. We could be wrong. We could just be shorting a freight train. Could be shorting a freight train here. See if we get a little pullback. If we break 925, we may spike. Yeah, we'll see. It's my party. It might be a bad party. Do we leave equal highs up here, though? Add one more there. Is it Fat Finger Algo? It's a Trump tweet, is it? I didn't know. Probably shouldn't be fading that then. All right, guys, I'm about to have to jump off here. I'll be over on my funded TV here in just a few minutes. 11:30 to be exact. 11:30. Need to dump back out of here. Yeah, I go on every day, Alito. What up, Neo? No! I'm going to give this more room. I may average into this. But I do appreciate you guys watching. Again, join me over there on My Funded TV at 11:30. I got to go do a few things before I jump on there. So we've been having some issues, and I got to make sure my PC and everything's working correctly with it. So I do appreciate you guys watching, and we'll be back over there 11:30. See you guys then.
Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours. Market warning, listen close and heed. Daily payouts can fool, but they're not what they seem. Be resilient, don't give up, keep your guard tight. Trading isn't for the weak, so stay in the fight. Inversions rise, Hirami fall. Stay cautious, don't let your capital stall. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes her cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect